Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Huskers will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Yeah, and that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not.
There he goes! And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Looking for a man. It's Horton. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will have its first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the... with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hit.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll knock him down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Horton. Looking left. It's caught. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Key. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. It's caught downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Boston. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's
going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step.
Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Horton. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
With the catch, it's Boston.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him, or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Back to pass, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Might be changing the route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Washington right back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down coming up. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's got it on the move. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Caught near the sticks. It's Barney.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Evans. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Using the quick game.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the grab past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. Continues to fight for yards. Oh, look out on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 31 over Rutgers.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 30, the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Horton. Quarterback moving. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Off play action. He's going up top here late in the game. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Horton. Buying some time. He's going to run it. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got him downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down, and tick, 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 tick.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! Great job by the back on the option. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Got room on the return. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.